Ooh. Excuse me, sorry. Trying to get in here, I do apologize. Oop, that's a little low. Gotta get back up. Camera angle's a little low, I do apologize. Hang on. Ooh. Now I can get in here. Alright, there we go. Whew. Looks like it's, yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that again. I'm sorry, technical difficulties, the camera, it's there. Stay. That's the second time I've had to get up with that, and that's not gonna be the last time I'm getting up either. Now, hello there, my amazing, wonderful, beautiful Twitchians and YouTubers. This is Silent Sniper Girl, aka Rainbow Heart, depending upon where you live upon this amazing, wonderful, beautiful planet that I live upon. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to part 2 to my little holiday stream. Whew. This has been a long time coming, and I do apologize for the late start. I was originally going to start a lot sooner than this. I had a little bit of difficulty with trying to find all my ingredients. Some of them kind of decided to pull a Houdini on me. It's like, did I have some gremlins come into my house without my permission and prior consent? Anyway. I digress. I'm going to get my gloves on. Today is going to be the big enchilada for all this. And I found my good gloves. Ooh. See, these ones are a lot easier to get on than the other ones that I was wearing yesterday. Those ones kept tearing too. And I was like, I know those things should not be considered cheap. So, why are they tearing that easily? There we go. Today is going to be a lot of cooking to be involved. There's going to be a green bean casserole that I'm going to be making from scratch. There's going to be a thing of stuffing that I'm going to be making up. I'm going to be making mashed potatoes, although because I'm crunched on time, I have to actually kind of make instant mashed potatoes. But I'm going to show you how you can actually make the instant mashed potatoes a lot creamier and fluffier, just like the mashed potatoes that you would do when you were, like, you know, boiling up potatoes after you peeled them and so on and so forth, and then you mash them up. Which is one little thing that I ended up discovering purely by accident. And, of course, I'm staying hydrated. I've got my water. I'm going to take my first sip. Now then, my green bean casserole, I'm going to should have state this right now. My green bean casserole is a bit over the top. And there is a lot that goes into this particular little dish. Reason why I say that there's a lot that goes in here is because it's true. What I'm going to be putting in is something that is a little unorthodox that I don't think a lot of people had ever thought to actually do when it comes to doing up the green bean casserole. One of the things is I'm actually going to be adding in some diced shiitake mushrooms. I'm actually currently right now cutting one of the stems off of said shiitake mushroom. Now, how I ended up getting these little shiitake mushrooms is I actually got some dehydrated little shiitake mushrooms, and according to what it stated on the package, they stated that you needed to actually allow it to soak in warm water for 30 minutes, which is another reason why I'm a little late. Hiya, Dark, how you doing? You enjoying your Thanksgiving so far? actually kind of waiting for you to say something. Ah. The almighty waiting for the food. Trust me, I know how that goes. As I straight up stated, I'm actually currently right now also cutting up some shiitake mushrooms to add into my green bean casserole. And this is what the little shiitake mushrooms look like once they're all activated. These are actually dehydrated little shiitake mushrooms, which I think I'm going to start looking for mushrooms like this a lot more often because of one particular reason. I come to the realization that when you get the fresh mushrooms, whereas yes, fresh mushrooms are always best to use usually, if you're not going to get to them right away, they have a very short shelf life. Versus stuff like having the dehydrated ones where they can last, you know, basically a lifetime. Because freeze-dried stuff does not really expire. I wanted to add shiitake mushrooms to my green bean casserole this time, specifically speaking because I've never added shiitake mushrooms, but I thought that, you know, like adding a little bit more of a robust flavoring to the little green bean casserole would actually help the situation. Currently right now, the turkey's finishing up. Yeah, it should be done here in about 10 more minutes. So that's going to be done, and then I'll be able to stick the green bean casserole in once I'm finished with getting it all prepped up and everything. I will openly admit, though, shiitake mushrooms do not have the best smell to them. They kind of smell like sweaty gym socks. Not gonna lie. I know, something that smells so horrible would taste so great. Kind of like how with the blue cheese and stuff. Like you would think that, you know, something that smelled so horrible wouldn't taste so good, but then it's like, it tastes just like, whoa. Hi, Angry Gamer. Are you enjoying your Thanksgiving so far? I'm going to assume that would be a yes since you're not saying anything. Anyway. I'm not going to add in a lot of the shiitake mushrooms. Specifically speaking because I don't want to overpower it with too much mushroom. I wonder how shiitake mushrooms would actually taste on a pizza. That would actually be interesting. You know what? I think I might do that sometime. Oh, good. I'm glad that you're having a good Thanksgiving so far. Adding shiitake mushrooms. Okay, I think I'm going to add in one more of the shiitake mushrooms. Again, you don't want to add in too many of the mushrooms, otherwise you're going to overpower your dish. Oop. Oop. Alright. Perfect. I have like I stated, I was recycling these, and this is a perfect way to recycle them. Put your little used stems in there. Set that off to the side. Set that down and show you guys. This is what I did. I kind of coated the bottom a little bit with the little shiitake mushrooms. Next, I'm going to add in the green beans. This is an important ingredient in a green bean casserole. You can't have a green bean casserole without green beans. Excuse me for a brief moment. I need to snag the can opener. Now when it comes to these, you want to open them up a little bit first so you can drain them out. So I'm going to put this right here for now. We're going to drain these. One. And two. Slide back on in here. Now we're going to open these up the rest of the way. There. Oops. Alright, now we're done with this can opener. Thank you, Dark. Now we're going to get this off. And now we're going to add the green beans into here. I like doing it up like this, where you have one hand kind of over the can so you can kind of evenly distribute it so that way it's not like all cattywampus everywhere. Yeah, see, I knew I was going to need 2 of the cans for the green bean casserole. You have to have 2 of these jumbo cans. You cannot have just 1 can, you have to have 2. There we go. Some of the green beans got stuck to the side there. All right. Oh, there's the turkey. Gonna mix up the green beans a little bit. Try to work in some of those little shiitake mushrooms in with the green beans. Now, before I go any further, I'm going to take off my gloves and put on new ones after this. I'm going to grab my little measuring spoons and I'm going to get some of my herbage out because I pre-mixed that last night so I wouldn't have to worry about keeping out all those ingredients. So I'm going to take my measuring spoon to the little mixture here and sprinkle lightly over the green beans and the shiitake mushrooms. Then I'm going to show you one of the things that's a little unorthodox that I do when it comes to the green bean casserole. Because I know you're supposed to add in the cream stuff, which I am going to be doing cream of chicken and mushroom soup for this. I don't think I'm going to need that many cans. I might. No. Anyway. I'm going to get my measuring spoons, and then I'm going to show you one of the things that I do that's a little unorthodox when it comes to actually making up my green bean casserole. It's unorthodox, but it makes it delicious. Sorry, putting the cans in the trash, too. Turkey up in a moment. Welcome, viewer to the Golden Gourmet Cooking Hour. Right now I'm in the middle of making a green bean casserole. Sprinkle the green beans with the herbage. Just enough to actually get them lightly seasoned. Not to where it's like so overbearing that it's like, oh my god, I can't eat this. Ooh, there we are. Measuring spoons and stuff over there. Alright. Next, this is the part that's unorthodox. Bacon. You add in a little bit of this to the green bean casserole. Thank you, Angry Gamer, and thank you also, Dark. Thank you, Angry Gamer. Carefully trying to get this open. Traditionally, I know that you don't really add in usually bacon to a dish like this, but when I first made it with bacon in it, ooh, it made it amazing. And this is thick cut. Ooh. Also, Angry Gamer, to actually comment on your whole little shtick of the gloves make me look like I'm a scientist. In a sense, I am a scientist. You're a scientist of food. Ooh. Because cooking is all about trial, error, and being able to... I see some of the bacon broke off in there. I'm going to have to fix that. Ooh. Whoa! Because that slid over. It's all about trial, error, and finding out what actually makes the best tasting food. That's the whole point of being a chef, especially a gourmet chef. When you're a gourmet chef, you're always looking for the best ingredients for everything. All the way down to the subtlest taste from your herbs and spices. I only need this much, so the rest I'm going to be using for other things. Now I'm breaking it up. Adding the bacon into the green bean casserole. You want to make sure that there's enough bacon in it to where it's not going to overpower the flavor, but to where it's going to actually enhance the flavor and be like, oh my lord. Forgive me though, I'm a little bit groggy this morning. I kind of overslept a bit and I'm still kind of sleepy-ish. So if I'm not over the top talkative, it's me trying to mainly focus on this. I'm trying to still be talkative. While I'm breaking up the bacon. Another perfect example of why you'll want to wear gloves, especially when you're dealing with meat products. Which after this, I'm going to end up having to sanitize my little sector in front of me. Which means I'm going to end up getting out a little bit of bleach and, and a paper towel. And I'm going to sanitize the spot so no germs or bacteriums decide to migrate anywhere else. Plus, I'm going to end up needing to change out my gloves, a third time here. Because the next part is going to be one of the best parts for this. After I add on the cream stuff. Now the type of bacon that I'm using is the thick cut Applewood smoked bacon. I love the Applewood smoked bacon. It actually has a really unique flavor to it, and it actually adds to any dish. Any meat dish. Or in this case, this particular vegetable side dish. I have to slow myself down there a moment. Trying to mix the bacon in with the green beans and the herbage so that way I can still keep adding the little bits of bacon to it so it's not like all caked up at the top and then, it's all just sitting there and then nobody else ends up getting any of the other parts. See, now you still have more room to add in the rest of the bacon that you have over here. I was trying to readjust myself a little bit. Normally, I would cut this bacon up, but it just seems a lot faster for me to just, rip and tear, and then just add it into the green bean casserole and then just keep mixing it up with my little gloved hands so that way it's all mixed in properly, and then we'll add in the cream stuff, and then we'll add in one other little ingredient of mine. Yeah, I can't rip and tear anymore. I'm going to just cut the rest of this. There we go. a lot easier. And we're going to mix in the rest of this bacon. And then add in the cream stuff. Add in one other ingredient that I got over here off to the side. Then after I change my gloves. And then gonna add on top the little onions. Oof. See, then that all gets mixed up in there. Just like that. Ta-da! I gotta change out my gloves. First. Oh no! I'm not going to be needing the knife anymore, so the knife's going to go into the shank. Go. You're having another pair of gloves? Yeah. Excuse me with that. As I said, I was going to sanitize the little area in front of me really quick. Always, 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 always clean off your surfaces before you continue on with any more of your dishes. Specifically speaking, you do not want to freaking have any of your dishes get cross-contaminated with something else and then end up dealing with salmonella or food poisoning. Washing my hands because I touched bleach. Bleach, a very harsh chemical, but at the same time one of nature's miracles when it comes to this kind of stuff. Oh, killing germs. Here we are. Coming back over again. I got my gloves. Sitting back down. There we go. Whew. Alrighty. because this next part involves me actually getting the cream out of the cans that I have. Ooh. One, two, three, four. Out comes this one. I'm going to scoop this into the dish. Again, you want to evenly distribute it, which is why you want to do this slowly while you're adding in the cream stuff. And from the look of it, I am going to need all 4 of these cans. That one. Popping open this one. This will make 2. Again, you want to evenly distribute the cream over your green beans, your bacon, and your herbs. And then there's one final part that's going to go on top of this outside of the little onions. Again, huge rule of thumb when you are actually making these dishes, it's usually better to buy ingredients in bulk. As my mother says, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. And that goes for your bulk little ingredients as well. It's always better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Making sure to get the last of this can out. I'll get the turkey out of the oven here in a moment. I'm going to need the room anyway, so I can actually get the green bean casserole going in there. And while the green bean casserole is cooking, I'm going to be making up the stuffing next. And then I will be making up the mashed potatoes and showing you how to actually make the mashed potatoes a lot creamier, like the actual mashed potatoes if you'd been boiling and after you'd peeled and boiled a bunch of potatoes and then you mashed them yourself. final can. Oop. That can tried to marry me. The little pop ring on it ended up getting looped around my finger, and it was like, yeah, I'm not gonna let you go. And it's like, no thank you. I don't want to be married to garbage. Thank you. Alright, and that's the fourth can. Now, instead of using my gloves to mix this all up, I'm stirring it up with the spoon to make sure that everything's coated. Bring this a bit closer so I can actually properly stir it. You want to make sure that all of your ingredients are properly stirred up. If they're not all properly stirred up, then it's not going to be a proper casserole. Oh, stars. Holy gourmet rainbow glitter with this. This is just a lot to stir up. Still stirring. You gotta make sure that all your ingredients are properly mixed up, you know? Otherwise, one part of it's just, you know, coated, and then the rest of it's like, ew, why isn't this coated with the stuff that was supposed to be coated with? And it's like, I didn't stir it. And it's like, why didn't you stir it then? There we are. All nice and stirred up. I'm going to evenly distribute this again, so that way there's like no overrunnage or anything like that. That's the problem when you're stirring stuff. Sometimes when you're stirring stuff, it ends up going here, there, everywhere, and everywhere else in between. And then you're like, how'd that happen? There. That looks lovely. Ta-da! Well, when it comes to cooking, I am always at my best. Sleeve. Now we're getting to one of the other ingredients that's a really delicious ingredient, which is Kojak cheese. And you don't want to put heaps and heaps of it on, otherwise it's going to runneth over. You want to put enough on to where it gets like that nice bite of flavor. And then the finalized part is going to be those little onions, which is going to go right on top of this. And that's going to marry well in with this, because and the cheese will end up melting, and the cheese will end up fusing itself in with the onions. And the onions will end up being like, hey, it's time for a party now in your mouth. There we are. Oop. Got a little smidgen over here. Whee. Let's Ziploc baggie this back up. Put that off to the side for now. And then finally, we're going to add the French's crispy fried onions. Because what's a green bean casserole without the French's crispy fried onions? Let me in. I raged on it. When an ingredient doesn't want you to get in and use it, it's like, I'm going to make you open up so I can actually get you out and use you for my food. Sprinkle, we sprinkle, we sprinkle, we sprinkle. Still sprinkling. I still have some crispy fried onions left. which I think I will end up throwing into my stuffing to give it a little bit more of a bite. Alright, so now that the turkey's done, and I'm done prepping the green bean casserole, ta-da! I'm going to take the turkey out of the oven, and then I will be setting the turkey on top for the time being of the oven, and then put this into the oven so it can cook. So give me a moment. Ooh, that turkey looks beautiful. Whoa. Everything's okay. The dish just got kind of stuck onto the little thing here. I got it. Okay. Alright, casserole dish is going in. I'll be ready in a little bit. Well, in a while, not a little bit. So while that's cooking, like I said, I'm going to be making up the stuffing next, but I'm going to clean up my mess here first, so I can have a little bit more room so I can actually bring the turkey over. Because I know everyone's going to want to see the turkey. Washed hands. Whew. Now again, due to crunch time, a lot of the stuff is going to end up being done up in a different sense of a way. Oop. Almost forgot. Stir spoon. Potatoes will be done up last. Next is the stuffing. Alright, that's fine. Oh, that has to come after I get the water done up. So then I would need 3 cups. I'm gonna get 3 cups of water. Eye level while I'm doing this. A little bit of the pink Himalayan sea salt. Oh, that's why. It's not the fine one. And then I'm going to use the plant butter. So 8 of these. One, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Fridge, and then it's going to and then I'm going to wash my hands again. That green bean casserole sure is smelling pretty good. Ooh, I beg your pardon. Now then, You're supposed to boil this. I do apologize for the little nudge. Now cooking with gas. In this case, not really gas. That's enough of the herbage again to be added into this. Welcome, viewer, to the Golden Gourmet Cooking Hour. I am now currently in mid-process of making stuffing. The final thing that's going to get made up is going to be the mashed potatoes. I have a little portable, little mini electric stovetop thing here. It smells so yummy in here. What with the turkey being done, the green bean casserole's cooking, and I'm in the middle of making up the stuffing, and then the final thing that I'm going to be making up is the mashed potatoes. This way all the plant butter gets properly melted and all the ingredients get properly stirred up in this. For anybody asks, I'm not left-handed. I'm actually ambidextrous. I can use both hands. But my most prominent hand is this one. Alright, I almost forgot. I need to also make up the gravy too. That I'll end up making before I bring the turkey and such over. lid on this and let this come to a boil. Well, while that's boiling, I should actually probably maybe go get the gravy. Excuse me. The gravy's not going to take me that long to make up, so yeah. So now I'm just waiting for one particular little thing to finish doing up its little thing. And I'm also waiting for the green bean casserole to finish. I'm waiting for this to get done up. And the final thing I'm going to be doing officially is going to be the mashed potatoes. And once the mashed potatoes are done, then I'm going to clear off the table here, and I'm going to bring everything over to this table, and then I'm going to show everybody the gorgeous gourmet styled Thanksgiving meal that I ended up making up. And that means everything from the vegan pumpkin pie cheesecake that I did up yesterday, the turkey that just finished today, the stuffing, the mashed potatoes, and the green bean casserole, and the gravy. Hello, welcome viewer to the Golden Gourmet Cooking Hour. I'm currently waiting on some stuffing to get done up. I'm waiting for the little mixture here to boil, and then once it's done boiling, then I'm making up the stuffing, and then the final thing I'm making up is going to be the mashed potatoes. Okay, you don't need to stay. It's no big deal. I feel like people keep constantly popping in and out just because they just are curious. Some follow and some stay and some decide to leave. Whether it's them leaving via not following me anymore or whatever, and yeah. I'm not going to be butthurt by it because it's beneath me. Want to watch my stuff? Go ahead. If you don't, okay. It's no big deal. I'm doing what I love. Okay, so that's going to be done shortly. The green bean casserole has 35 more minutes left with it. And then once that's done, I'm going to take it out. And then once I take it out, that's going to come over here to the table after I get done making up the other stuff. Actually, no, that should actually come to the table. Let's see. Not going anywhere yet. Come on. Kind of turn the heat up a bit on my little portable little electric burner. I find it a lot easier to actually do everything here from the table instead of actually having to get up and constantly wander around and grab at crap. Oh, that death grip of mine. Ooh. That was too close for Camford's. Gravy made up. Ooh, a little bit of the backsplash with the liquid. Gotta be careful with that. Someone is indefinitely thinking about me because my nose keeps itching me like crazy. Still mixing up the gravy. Making sure that there's no lumps in the gravy. I know that some people like lumpy gravy, but I'm not one of those people that likes lumpy gravy. I'm definitely going to need to clean that out when I am done with all this. After that cools off. It's not too thick, it's not too watery. Oh, pardon me. I felt that one coming too. That's why I was able to turn so quick. Usually those things just sneak up on you. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, Dark. Well, I just finished up the gravy. Well, the gravy's finished. The turkey's finished. The green bean casserole's got another 30 minutes left to it. Let's see. That's just about to boiling. And once that's done, then the mashed potatoes. Which I'm going to be getting this out. Just waiting. Oh, the other thing I almost forgot. Dinner rolls. The dinner rolls are the final thing, which are going to get lightly toasted in my little oven. So then once that's done, then everything's all done up. Well, I don't want to sit here and do nothing, so I'm going to start the process of getting the mashed potatoes ready. Now the mashed potatoes won't take very long for that to get cooked up. Let's see. What else needs to be done up? Okay, it's boiling now. Now I'm going to make up the stuffing. I was getting a little worried there. I was like, wait a minute. Now we're going to get the stuffing made up. Set this right here for right now. Of the crispy fried onions to this. Give it a zhuzh. Herbage to it. Be the water for the instant mashed potatoes. was close. So the stuffing stays nice and warm. Gonna put that right there. Gonna move this out of the way, especially since it's time to put the mashed potatoes. Green bean casserole is literally the last thing to get done here. Give me a moment here, folks. Trying to kind of get this. There we go. Need to get that evened out. Gonna grab the turkey. Yep. Then once the green bean casserole is finished, then I will bring the green bean casserole over. And then I'll show everybody what I made. Comes the bowl. Alrighty, now to make up the instant mashed potatoes. Now, as I've stated before, because I'm crunched on time is the reason why I'm actually trying to get this done up as quickly as I possibly freaking can. Here, hang on. This is out like this. Okay, yeah, now it looks like it's like the little instant mashed potatoes that you would see inside of your little TV dinners and crap like that. But here's what you do to actually get that creamy texture that you're looking for when it comes to the mashed potatoes. Now what you do, this is my little trademark secret. It takes some cans of cream of chicken soup to it. It ends up giving it that extra creamy texture that you're looking for when it comes to mashed potatoes. I've got a couple of cans here that I'm going to be adding to this, plus a little bit of herbage. And then once the herbs are all done up, then I'm I'm going to mix it, and then the only thing left to wait for is, quite literally, the green bean casserole. Then once the green bean casserole is done, then I'm taking it out, and I'm going to show you all the food after I toast the, actually, no, I could just bring out those dinner rolls. I'm going to bring out the dinner rolls that I have. And you'll see everything that's done up for Thanksgiving. Now what you do is you end up mixing the cans of cream of chicken soup in with this. I'm forgetting the herbage. Literally, if you are crunched on time, I highly recommend going this route. I'm kind of crunched on time myself because I need to go visit family soon for my Thanksgiving. There. Yeah, and then you see there's like the creaminess that's being now added in. My little wire whisk here. And it actually looks like the actual authentic mashed potatoes that you would see if someone had spent most of their morning peeling and boiling mashed potatoes and then they ended up mashing the mashed potatoes. You really want to have that creamy texture when it comes to mashed potatoes. Everybody loves creamy style drinking mashed potatoes. Well, as far as I know. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I know that there's probably some that don't like creamy style mashed potatoes, but I have always loved creamy style mashed potatoes. I never liked it whenever the mashed potatoes were like, you know, lumpy, or how these mashed potatoes were, where they look like they were from a TV dinner. But you still eat them anyway when you're really, really hungry. Alrighty. The mashed potatoes are now done. So quite literally now, after I grab the dinner rolls, the finalized thing that I'm still waiting on is the green bean casserole, which is just about finished. Once the green bean casserole is finished, then I'm going to be bringing in the bad boy over here, and everybody's going to see all the yumminess that I have made up. So I'm going to start the process of clearing the table. So excuse me. Well, clearing the table of the other stuff. Sorry, trying to, there we go. Readjust the tablecloth. Getting out the dinner rolls. Now just waiting on that green bean casserole. Then once that green bean casserole is all done, then everybody gets to see all of the yummy food that I've cooked for the past couple of days. Oh, and I almost forgot that I need to snag the pumpkin pie cheesecake. Thank you, Dark. Welcome, viewer, to the Golden Gourmet Cooking Hour. I'm in the middle of doing up the finalized part of my Thanksgiving cooking. Ooh. I've made stuffing, I've made gravy, I've got a turkey, I've got mashed potatoes, I've got a pumpkin pie cheesecake, and of course we've got dinner rolls. Just waiting on that green bean casserole to get finished, and then I'll be able to take it out, put it on here, grab out the pumpkin pie cheesecake, and then I will be showing everybody all the yummy, yummy food that I made. It's literally just like 10 minutes left on that little green bean casserole. So, while we're waiting, does anybody have any questions? Alright, no questions. Alright. Again, no biggie, no biggie. Stirring up the gravy. Seriously, I'm just waiting on the food. Like, it's, like, got 5 minutes left to it, and then once the green bean casserole's done, then I'm bringing everything over here. I didn't think that all this stuff was actually not going to take very long. I mean, the turkey, of course, you got to prep that early, and you also got to prep early for, like, the pumpkin pie cheesecake, the vegan pumpkin pie cheesecake. That's actually going to be shown as well. Actually, I should probably snag that while I'm waiting for this to finish off, since there's not a lot of time left with this anyway. Alright, green bean casserole, time for you to finish. Snagging my water. Welcome, viewer, to the Golden Gourmet Cooking Hour. I'm just about finished with a green bean casserole. And everybody's going to get the opportunity to see everything that I've cooked. I've made a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I make 6 dishes, and then I also have the dinner rolls, so that would be 7. Well, so much for the other 2 that decided to up and go. Seriously, what is the ornery deal about a vegan dish? There's only one vegan dish, the rest is not vegan. Almost done. Almost done, almost done, almost done. The green bean casserole is finally finished. Finally. I'm trying to be as careful as I possibly can here, folks. Because I don't want to spill it. I also don't want to burn myself. Ooh. I think that's going to be the real challenge, is to not burn myself. Hot dish. Very, very hot dish. Got it on top. Closing the doors. 1, 2, 3, Evo. There we are. Phew! Alright, that's the entirety of the meal. The last little part ended up coming out, guys. Now, gonna do the great big reveal. Ta-da! There's the stuffing, mashed potatoes, the gravy, the dinner rolls, the turkey, green bean casserole, and the vegan pumpkin pie cheesecake. Come on up. Ooh. What the haystack? Hang on. Okay. There. A little too low. There we go. Well, everybody, thank you for sticking around for my 2-part holiday series. Phew. This is an ordeal and a half. Ooh. Now, all that's left to do is to eat. I know not all of this is just for me. I'm going to be sharing this. So, from my heart to yours, from my family to yours, happy Thanksgiving. Eat plenty today. This has been Silent Sniper Girl, aka Rainbow Heart, signing out. Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button for more updated content. Don't forget to turn on your notifications to know when it's uploaded. Cheers.